After the second terrifying day in a row with the market in free fall, I was hoping to get some clear-cut good news from Salesforce tonight. But even after reporting a dynamite quarter, the stock got hit in after-hours trading anyway. Salesforce delivered a 10-cent earnings beat off a 56-cent basis, higher than expected sales, up nearly 35% year-over-year. Their guidance was bullish. This may have been the biggest beat I've seen in some time for this company. Yet the news that co-CEO Keith Block was stepping down seemed to drive the after-hours trading because no one expected it. We need to know more. So what do we make of these numbers and the management change? Let's dig deeper with Marc Benioff, the straight-shooting founder, chairman, and yes, CEO of Salesforce. Find out more about the quarter and his company's prospects. Mr. Benioff, welcome back to Mad Money.
Great to see you, Jim. Thank you for having me.
All right, Mark, I got a progression here. 2014, $4.1 billion. 2018, $10.5 billion. 2021, guidance, $21.1 billion. You're growing like a small cap company. You're putting on a huge amount of revenues. How is it possible to get that kind of performance?
Jim, we had a great quarter, and I couldn't be more thrilled with what's happening at Salesforce. And let me say that the guidance for this year of $21.1 billion is amazing. This far exceeds our expectations of what this company would be doing at this point. You know that because of our interview just, a couple quarters ago, but things are going so well.
Okay, well, I got to mention, because I don't know, a guy you introduced me to that I like very much, Keith Block, co-CEO. He did a lot of things that allowed you, according to that unbelievable book, Trailblazer, that allowed you to spend some very quality think time as he just closed business after closed business after closed business, a kind of universally liked guy, Mark. And now he's gone, and you're CEO, no longer co-CEO. Why?
Well, Jim, I am so grateful to Keith, and you know that Keith and I are such close friends. But Keith is ready to move on to his next chapter, and he's going to be staying on as an advisor to me. But I have to support him, and I am supporting him. He's ready to go forward, and I give him my full blessing.
Do you want to come back to the East and be a CEO? He's kind of more of an East Coaster than a West Coaster.
Well, you'll have to ask him what he wants to do.
I tried
think he's
just
probably
now.
ready
He's
to
not
take
responding.
a little bit of a break.
All right, so let's talk about the wins here. Largest auto company in the world, VW. I know that you had a great relationship with Lamborghini, which is a remarkable place, and they use you extensively. Now it extends all the way up to the top, huh?
Well, Jim, you know that Volkswagen Group is one of the most amazing companies in the world. You mentioned one of their great brands. I think you've been to Lamborghini in Italy, if I remember
at least it took it out
correctly.
180
And you know
miles an
their
hour.
CEO, Stefano, and of course they have right next door there Ducati, the motorcycle. Of course they have Audi, which is the mainstream of the company, Porsche. They even have Bentley. They have so many amazing brands. But they need to tie it all together. This is a moment in time when every company has to have a single source of truth for their customers. They need to know who their customers are, and they need to develop a trusted profile for those customers so they can build a one-on-one relationship with them, put them on a journey, if you will, appropriate for Volkswagen Group. And I'll tell you, that's what we're doing with Volkswagen, so that all those different brands, they have about a dozen of them, can all be integrated into one customer relationship. That's the power of Salesforce, and that's the power of Salesforce and VW Group together.
VW did have a problem with diesel engines. You and I care passionately about the environment. All behind them, they're doing fine.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you that I am really excited about working with the next generation of Volkswagen Group's leadership. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, I met with Dr. Diess, who is their new CEO, and we kind of planned out this new vision of what does it mean to have a one-on-one relationship between the driver and the customer. And I couldn't be more excited about our work with the company.
How expansive is your relationship with Mike Roman in 3M? I know Mike well. They've got some divisions. Sadly, the coronavirus has made it so that their mass division is probably the hottest product in the world. Do you extend upon the whole panoply, all the different silos that you have of different sales forces?
Well, you're exactly right. In fact, I have a box of those N95s in my kitchen that I was just looking at. And 3M is a great company. And you know, I also love Minneapolis and all of our great customers there. They have a huge vision of how to connect with their customers in a new way. It's not only a B2C company, it's also a B2B company. That's extremely important part of the vision for for 3M. That is their sales, their service, their marketing, their commerce, and of course, all of their analytics with Tableau, all can come together in this incredible new relationship with Salesforce. That's powerful, and that's something only Salesforce can do for them.
Now, Goldman Sachs, very different from when I was there, where they only wanted to cater to the super rich. Now they're trying to cater to everyone with an amazing relationship with Apple. I would think that, like many other banks, they needed Salesforce. So DJ Solomon came in, and you have a good relationship with him.
Well, I love DJ Solomon, and I love their vision, actually, of the full span of products. I have an Apple Card over here. I am an investment bank client over here and a corporate customer in the middle and everything in between. That gives an opportunity for Goldman Sachs to redefine what does it mean to have customer relationships. They also need to put their customers on a journey. Of course, a lot of people coming in at the low end with Marcus or with the Apple Card now, they want to bring them on a journey all the way up to the top, to the high-end products.
Right.
That can be a huge foundation for Salesforce and Goldman Sachs.
Right, last question. You are someone who is intimately involved with the CEOs of the companies that you deal with. You like to close yourself. So did Keith. And you do that in person. You are probably the most in-person CEO. What are you going to do in an era of the coronavirus?
Well, Jim, I think that, we're still at the beginning of understanding what does this mean, what is happening right now in the world. In the U.S., there's only 14 coronavirus cases. We don't want to over-amplify that situation. Certainly for some of our customers, it's an extremely serious situation. And I have to tell you, I have a lot of compassion for this terrible humanitarian crisis that's happening in many parts of the world. For the CEOs of the companies that I've spoken to are the top airlines of the world and top hotels in the world and cruise ship companies. They're in a very serious situation. Right. For the vast majority of us, it still has not had an impact on our business. And I'll tell you that one of the ways that we architected Salesforce, and we've talked about this many times on your show, because the first time I met you was during the serious financial crisis. Right. Whether it's a financial crisis or whether it's a biological crisis, Salesforce is a strong company because 93% of our revenue is deferred. Right. So we have the ability to persevere and grow and continue our success. And regardless of whatever could be happening in the world, we're going to continue our incremental growth to our vision of the future.
I'm going to leave it right there. Marc Benioff, congratulations on an amazing quarter on the way to $35 billion.
Thank you, Jim. It's great to see you.
Please tell Keith I wish him the best, okay?
Well, I hope you'll have him on the show, Jim. He's such a great person. He's a great friend. Love you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. That's Marc Benioff, founder, chairman, and CEO of Salesforce. Mad Money back in. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.